Does anybody else feel like a fried egg? Hey guys. I'm going to be doing something slightly different after a fashion today. Different, not in the sense of playing Shadow Man, that's become alarmingly regular. No, what's different is that today I was recording this on my birthday of all days. I'll be going against tradition. I mean, traditionally speaking, I normally spend the day, as many of the rest of you do, I'm sure, in a quieter reflection of self-loathing, weeping softly to myself inside a cupboard. But instead, we're going to play a little bit of Shadow Man. We're going to do some for odds and ends. And also, you'll see this video several days after the fact, most likely. But I'm also planning to do a little bit of live streaming, some retro live streaming. I've got the strange urge to play Mario 64. And I figured, you know, why the hell not, really? Probably paying attention to what Mike is actually doing, that would probably help. Ooh. Nah, I ain't weak, son, you're not cutting me down. Yes, a strange accent emerged in the middle of that joke. I'm not sure why. It's been happening a lot lately. Perhaps I'm turning regional. The horror. I don't know. Everywhere's more interesting than where I'm from anyway, so I might as well imitate the place. Imitation is a serious form of flattery. And when you do it as part of a joke, it tends to be considered taking the piss, so I don't know. Perhaps the old adages aren't entirely correct after all. Nice tats, by the way, Mike. Fuck! Back in a sec, guys. Leap of faith, Mike! Excellent, excellent. Why would you do that? There's a switch. Of course there's a switch. There's obviously a switch. I mean, why on earth would you not push the switch? It's probably up there somewhere. Why would you not go into the alcoves beforehand? Why would you just run past them? What kind of a nonce does something like that? Me, apparently, that's who! Fucking hell. Yeah, slightly manic today, I know. You guys will just have to grin and bear it. Come on then. I know you're down there somewhere, wench. Ah, wenches. Ah, I see. Multiples. With my lock-on that can target people through walls, but not follow their movements. Slow clap acclaim. Slow clap. Come on then. Come on, what's the matter? You're some kind of... Well, I can't really use that joke. Come on, ladies. We haven't got all day. Actually, we have. I mean, I've got no work for the next couple of days. Would make sure I've got several days before and after my birthday free. I mean, you know, why not, right? Why not? Surprise, surprise! You know, it's pretty gratifying being able to take them down in 3 shots. And of course, the ultimate irony, it doesn't take actually... It can actually take slightly longer than just spamming attack would. Due to the charge-up time on the shots, but still, it's nice. It's nice. Especially when I'm after, you know, grade this thing for sound afterward. Don't have to worry too much about not being able to hear what I'm actually saying over the sound of the gunshots. Perhaps one of these days I'll actually remember to turn down the sound effect, but considering we're almost at the end of the game, I kind of doubt it. If I remember correctly... Yeah... I'm not sure if it's here or somewhere a bit later on, but... There's definitely something. Oh, we're in the Temple of Life, by the way, in case I didn't mention it earlier. Getting the remainder of these bloody things. Wow, I went level 8? Oh, wait, no, wait a sec. I went level 8. How the fuck did I go level 8? I just need 3 more souls to go level 8. At least I thought I did. Huh. Colour me genuinely confused. Ah, Cole's excellent, I can walk on these now. Yeah, I'm genuinely thrown by that. I thought I was at least 3 Dark Souls away from getting to level 8. Perhaps the level caps have been changed. You know, from the version I'm used to anyhow. Always possible. Always possible. Then again, as I've mentioned before, this is the stage of the game I remembered little to nothing about anyway, which probably doesn't help. I should have researched things a bit more. Or at all. Yeah, try it, bitch. Look, I'm breaking your parts. That make you mad? Nope, apparently not. Make a fortune as a living statue. What, you're pissed off about me stealing your maracas, but not about me breaking all your shit? It's a good job that I can actually walk on coals now. I keep forgetting, and there's a moment of panic there as you walk onto me. Oh shit. It turns out it's fine, it's all fine. Absolutely nothing to be concerned about. I apologise, by the way, if the audio is a bit weird. I've changed where I record, just for today. To make things easier for other odds and ends I want to do later on. But it does mean I am essentially in a corner, which is going to create a lot of acoustic problems, I imagine. Shouldn't be anything that I can't fix with ScreenFlow later on, but...
Sister's awake.
I'd say I apologise in advance if there's any weird echoey effects or whatnot going on. Hey there. So I push the right button. Seems to do me justice a lot more than just randomly spamming the wrong button. Oh good, the lock-on failed for no particular reason. Thank you for that, Michael. And being in a room is probably a bad idea, seeing as her shots ricochet. Dear. Traditional... Ow! Mid-recording indigestion? Excellent. You see, I never get indigestion or heartburn at any other time except when I'm trying to record for you lot. All the rest of the time, fine. No digestive worries of the slightest. The moment the microphone is put in front of me, suddenly everything that's inside attempts to claw its way out. Well, that holds true for many a level. There are several things I do and say on this particular means of expression that I would never do elsewhere. Well, that's the hole I was seeing if I could try and glitch through, wasn't it? Fortunately I couldn't. And that, I do believe, is the last Dark Soul we can actually get in this area. Because the others require us to be able to swim in lava, I believe. So... where to go next? There's still one missing from there, apparently. I don't know where that is. Same for the Marrow Gates, I don't know where that one is either. That one I do know about. That one is beyond a pool of lava. I don't know. Oh wait, I'm level 8, aren't I? Of course I am. That means that I can now open the Shadow Gates around the temple. Okay, might have been a weird hitch there. That's me cutting out, running back from the temple to here. Again, I'm going to try and sort of sew the audio together, but it might sound a little weird. It might sound like I'm having two distinct conversations, sort of overlapping each other, almost. So I apologise for that. Hey, dumpy lady, how's it going? Or zombie mother, or whatever the fuck you're called. There's bloody a lot of you. Of course I've leveled up, haven't I, so naturally. You get tougher enemies, or you get more of them. Sometimes the two things happen at the same time, which is... Actually, when you're this level, it's not even particularly worrying, it just happens, and... That's only a level 7 gate, why have I never come down here? Why did no one ever tell me? Yes, Mike, you are the Lord of Deadside, we're all very impressed, I assure you. Oh, you are pissing me.
This should be...
That's the final part of the... the Eclipser. That means I've been running around collecting souls for, an episode and a half or so now, probably. When I could have just gone back to Nettie, got this put together, and got on with the mini-bosses. Well, goddamn. I mean, you do not need the final GAD to do the mini-bosses. Not at all. I think it's actually possible for you to get... See, I don't think you have to transition any lava during the Asylum engine block either. So yeah, you could quite literally just kill the bosses and then go straight to the final fight from here. I'm not going to because, to be quite frank, I always like fighting with level 9 if I can. Simply because the only thing that really damages him is the Shadow Gun. You can put him into like a stunned or stagger animation with other weapons, but only the Shadow Gun can actually deal damage. So the higher level that is, the quicker you'll kill him. In both his forms, actually, come to think of it. Huh. With me speaking of GADs, I'm pretty sure this goes to the lava temple. Let's have a gander here, see if it does or not.
The last of the ancient
It
places
bloody well does as well.
lies beyond.
Nice.
These trials of Gad to prove
Pretty decent of Mike to point out this is the last one we'll have to do as well.
the shadow man of prophecy, tested, tried, and placed upon the altar of this damned destiny. For there can only
That's an interesting pronunciation of damned you've got going on there, Michael.
be a line of warrior gods.
Damned.
I, the proof
That's not one of those words you can do that with.
on my back, my
It's not like learned.
and in my eyes. I am the one, the shadow man of prophecy.
Drawing attention to the various mechanics of the game. Once you've got all the Gads, you'll have tattoos pretty much everywhere. If I remember correctly, the Lava Gad, all it really does is add like little bits that connect the ones on your arm and your back together, as far as I recall. And of course, you may have noticed, the more shadow levels we go up, the more and more it looks like there's an ethereal version of the Mask of Shadows across Michael's face. Yes, I'm in a very formal mood, I don't know why. Keep referring to him as Michael. Actually, speaking of things that I want to find, I still want to figure out where the hell the item that lets me break those big stone plates on the floor is. So I could not for the life of me remember what it is I need to use to do that. It might even be the calabash, but actually no, it can't be the calabash because you only get... Ow! Do you mind? It can't be the calabash because you only get that at level 10, which you've collected all the Dark Souls. So basically at which point there's no point in exploring. That sentence didn't go as well as I wanted it to. Ladies. Again, there's going to be a slight cut there as I alter positions. Seriously, I've got to actually invest in a decent chair for doing this. I had this discussion with, a very interesting discussion with H the other day about why I use a laptop rather than a desktop. It's the whole mobility issue. I love being able to move my setup around the place, relatively easily, and almost to whim if I want to. Also helps with uploading videos, so I can move this directly over to the router and such. The only downside is because I don't have a dedicated setup. I don't have like a proper desk or chair or anything either. Which means when you're sitting down for long periods of gaming and or recording, well actually not so much gaming, but if you're going to, out and out record, that's when you start getting issues. Because, if I'm just playing games, I can just sit back on my sofa kind of thing. If I need to record, I need to have the microphone set up, I need to sit in a certain position to make sure that I'm not too close, that I don't start causing echoing problems by myself. Or if I don't, if I sit too close to the microphone, obviously there's going to be audio spikes which will blot out certain words and such. Which is generally a pain in the arse, Speaking of which, that over there is where we need to get. If I remember correctly, the Lava Temple is actually a fairly short temple as things go. But it is one of the more precise in terms of your puzzling and your jumping and such.
This way, Mikey.
And I'd completely forgotten that even happens in this game. I think I almost killed myself. Ugh, fucking hell. Anywho. Right, try and make this jump first time, shall we? Oh, that's precious. Yeah, that's grand. Cheers for that, Mike. There's doorways, isn't there? Yes, there's doorways to the left and to the right. Okay, here's an idea. Bollocks to the jumping over the lava. Let's just go through the doorways instead. Everyone on board with that plan? Yes, because you don't have a choice. So, we might as well be into it. There's a terrible joke in there somewhere, I'm not going to make it. Anywho. Scythes. Why was it always scythes? I've already asked the questions of how people would build these things and how they get the materials and why they'd even bother doing it. When you think about it, the spinning scythe thing isn't even really that much of a deterrent. It's very, very slow, you can run around it quite easily. It doesn't change level, so technically speaking, you don't even need to run, you can just crawl on hands and knees. Which some of the creatures here do by default anyway, so... Again, just not particularly useful in keeping people out. Not in my opinion, anyhow. These weird walls that can only be burnt down, those are much more effective. Though considering they are literally paper thin, again, I don't see why. You couldn't just, use a knife or claws, I suppose, in this case, on them. And breaking your pots. Anyone care? Nope, nobody cares. Fine. I play the bongo. Anyone care? I'll pop a wraith in your ass. No? I play the bongo. Thank you for that, Michael. Oh shit, he woke them up. Cheers, Mike. Nice job. You just always fucking things up, don't you, little Roy? It's your fault your... What's it? Not son. Brother is dead. You and your shitty drum playing. We're supposed to change the world, Michael. Not leave it in darkness. Or some such... I don't know where I was going with that either. Or why I'm suddenly using William Shatner syntax. Would it be grammar? Well, whatever. I'm too tired to, argue semantics with myself. Of course, the same person wouldn't feel the need to add a qualifier as to why one shouldn't argue with oneself. Probably says all you need to know, really. With the amazing power of pots. Ta-da! Oh, right. Guess so completely unnecessary, but, you know what? Fuck it, I did it anyway. Ooh. I hear mumbling. Oh fuck! How did they get right below me? How's that even work? Eat it to the face, wench. Thank you. Next on the list. Ta-da!
Got it.
The amazing disappearing woman trick. You can only do it a couple of times before the police catch you. Yeah. 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 Okay. Still impressed by those one-armed pull-ups there, Michael. It's genuinely impressive. Especially if you've been playing Shattered Memories recently. You watch Harry scrambling desperately with, Oh, bollocks. I need that thing done. Yes, I... Fuck. I need whatever it is that lets me smash these things. Seriously, I cannot remember for the life of me what it is that I need to smash those floor plate things. I can't get into that Govie until I do. God damn it. Stuff in the floor as well, so there's probably areas of this temple I can't even get to. No, seriously, I swear, if it turns out that I can't access the actual GAD in this area until I've gotten a certain weapon, I'm not going to be impressed. I don't think that's going to be the case. I can't recall either of the previous temples requiring weapons to access the GADs. Just knowledge of certain... Thank you. Cheers for that. Much appreciated. Jesus fucking Christ. You know, just to be a bit less shit, that's all I'm really asking for. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, let's try this. Oh, leap of faith, Michael! I made it with room to spare. What happened last time? I swear it looked like I landed and then sort of glitched backwards into the lava. Perhaps the hitbox of the lava extends slightly onto the platform. The kind of sloppy coding you got in these old games, so... But now suddenly I'm having no issue with it. No, whatever. Just go for it. And like a boss, he lands it all. Question is, should I jump back or should I just suicide warp? Questions, questions, questions. Might be faster to suicide warp, but I don't know. I've still got the question going around my head of whether or not I lost a retractor somewhere via dying in a level. Can't see as to what... See, I'm sure that I should have 3 of the damn things, and yet my icon reads 2. Don't know what's going on there. Nope, can't do that. I'll just grab onto the ledge and pull myself up. That'd be far too easy. Everyone knows if your foots are slipping, then the whole of you must slip. Just cuz, right? Right, right. There's a, grab ledge thing over here. Hidden in the shadows. Well, say hidden in the shadows. I've got my gamma turned up so I can see this shit right away kind of thing. It saves a lot of time and trouble for you guys with me just wandering round and round in circles so I can't see the necessary ledge or such. Unfortunately, the main reason I do it, which is, you know, for colour correction when I actually process these videos, is more or less non-existent. for this game, because as I've mentioned before, much like the Amnesia and Penumbra games, the gamma correct on them for some reason doesn't work for ScreenFlow. Still not entirely certain why. No idea what's going on there. Actually, that said, it might actually be the gamma correct. Our ScreenFlow doesn't record gamma setting, just records brightness setting, because the two are not actually the same thing. You know, technically speaking. Perhaps that's the answer to the mystery. You know, such as it stands. Pots, don't particularly care. This is old school gaming. Jumping and stuff trying to push you off the jumps. Either by knocking you out of the air, or by denying you a platform to land on. Ooh, Jesus. Almost missed that entirely. Sweet voodoo Jesus. Probably a blasphemy, but who cares, right? Again, should just be able to walk straight through that gap. Whatever. This is the world of video games, don't you know? Hammer time! Apparently. Well, that was nice. Not sure why I should have cared, but okay, that happened. See, I do love the game music here. You know, I like the sound design for pretty much all of Shadow Man, actually. I can skip out at least some of these jumping puzzles, can't I, just by walking along the edge here and dropping down, you know, very, very carefully. Yeah, I can. Cool. I don't remember the sound design being this good. I assume it's because there's probably a bigger audio track selection on this version of the game. Which is a crying shame. But, you know, for people like myself who played it originally on the N64. It's a weird thing. Playing a lot of these games now as an adult, I suddenly realise exactly how lacking in many respects the N64 was, compared to what people were enjoying, you know, on PC and whatever else have you. Which is, yeah, crying shame. Crying shame indeed. I turned that on, which activated a trap. Okay. That switch was apparently a trick. How could you, Shadow? I've never seen this game do that before. Why would it suddenly do it now? Yeah, very, very peculiar. It seems to, you know, there's genuinely no reason why I would want those things active. Huh. It's got to have done something else, surely. Can't just have turned those on. That makes no sense whatsoever. And in my indignation, I'm getting slightly posher. Huh. There may be questions about my accent, but I assure you my perturbation is unfeigned. Run! Yeah, excellent. Ah, piss. Just lakes upon lakes of lava. Or is it magma, because it's technically not exposed to the open air? Questions, questions, questions. Although I suppose it is actually exposed to the air. I think if it's magma, it has to be surrounded by, or encapsulated entirely by stone, no pockets of oxygen, that sort of thing, doesn't it? Once it's exposed to any sort of open body of air, it qualifies as lava. I'm sure that's the distinction. Is there a geologist in the house? We could do with our own resident expert, just to answer these burning... see the pun. Questions that we all have about molten rock. These questions that I have, anyhow. Ladies, what you got? What you got? Think you're hot shit? You got nothing. Nothing. That looks like it goes down into lava, judging by the glow, and since I can't swim in lava yet, we have this, which I'm also technically buggered about. There's a switch down yonder, though. So apparently I was wrong. Well, sort of and sort of not. It does technically lead down to a pool of lava, but I don't have to go anywhere near the lava to activate the switch, so yeah. An elaborate double bluff game, and apparently I fell for it.
The sister's awake.
Thank you, Michael. I would have guessed by the woo that precedes them everywhere they go. Ta-da!
Got it.
At least they're good for something. Mostly for restoring my health, but yeah. Whatever works, works, right? Now, can I get on top of this rope, I wonder? Because if I can just run straight to the exit. Don't have to try and time, getting in between bits and pieces. I buggered that up. Can I get up on top of here and... Nope, not gonna let me. More pants. So it would be nice, but I don't know. I think it's more, because I know how close I am to the end, I'm sort of getting impatient. And so I'm lacking the patience. Normally, I would quite happily sit here for like 5 or 10 minutes. Just trying it out kind of deal. I wouldn't make you guys watch, I'd cut that out, obviously. But, I'm sort of eager to sort of get towards the end. I know a lot of people have issues with this game. And the fact that so much of it is more... A lot of it is basically exploring and puzzle solving. With all of the, sort of the bossy type stuff crammed in a corner, as it were, right at the end.
The sister's awake.
See, ow, pissing out. So as soon as I've done this and I've got all the gads and stuff, I am going to nip over to live side, sort out that business, and then we'll go fight the bosses. Other than a few bits of backtracking I wanted to get the extra souls, there's not really much I need to do before we start actually doing the boss fights. Because going through the engine block, as a process of doing the boss fights, should give me enough souls to reach level 9, along with what's in the bayou. Once we can actually access those, that should be enough. There's several in here I know for a fact you can get by going across lava. Or swimming through lava, I should say. There should also be something down here as well. In the hot coals.
Got it.
Which we can already walk on, thankfully. Again, I don't think it's even possible to get to this place without having been through the Temple of Fire, so... Who knows, right? Ouch. Look at that, huh? Yeah, well. At least I got my dark soul. Are mine. Understated as always, Michael. Well done. Voodoo. Again, I should probably start using that at some point. Though considering it's basically the end of the game, some might say I'm leaving it to touch on the late side. As I've mentioned, I don't think I've ever used the voodoo weapons for actual combat in this game. In any... Oh, we're here! Oh, we're actually at the end. Or at the end of this temple, anyway. That occurred a lot faster than I was expecting. This is quite similar to when we got the Toucher Gad. Small platforms, large body of, stuff that's going to kill us. In this case, lava rather than coals. And lots of enemies that sort of pop up every time you push a switch. But again, it's not a particularly difficult thing. I mean, yes, you get lots of individually powerful enemies cropping up. These wenches fire like the 3 blasts at once and such, and they're very irritating to actually try and hit because they move around a lot. Especially when they're ouch distance and your lock-on keeps failing, like mine does. That doesn't help, And the fact that shots rebound as well, which is also vastly, vastly unhelpful. But for the most part, they're not really that troubling. I mean, I could, if I was feeling cocky, I'd activate several switches at once kind of deal, but, I've been known to be confident, but not suicidal. So we won't be doing that. We shall take it one at a time. And be, somewhat cautious. It'd also be very nice if I could actually hit any of these people. Surprise! You know, I sometimes wonder if maybe they should have increased the movement speed of their projectiles. Not by much, you know. Again, not cocky or suicidal here. You know, just enough to provide a bit of extra challenge. Because it is, they're very, very easy to sidestep. Considering these girls have a very large aggro range, they give you a lot of time to take them down. There she goes, and she's going to change colour as she becomes active. First time I actually got chances to just stand there and watch them actually do that. I don't think I've ever actually seen one of these Sisters of the Sanguine actually activate. Usually in case I turn around and they're running straight at me kind of deal. Or flinging deadly blue projectiles in my face, one of the two. Nah, you missed! Like a boss. Like a goddamn boss. Sidestep. Ow. Or not. That's also an option, Mike. Not an option I was hoping you'd go for, but it was an option. Right. Awkward camera, tricky platforming, deadly lava. Again, on the N64 version, if you died doing these puzzles, you got sent right back to the beginning of the level. Even if you saved. Which I'm extraordinarily glad in many respects I am playing the PC version. It means I don't have to worry about going through the entire temple each time I fail a puzzle. God, that was irritating. And that's one of the many reasons that I only ever really completed Shadow Man once. I played through it to various, degrees, many a time. I only ever actually completed it the once. Which is why you've probably noticed as I've got further and further into the game, I've become less and less proficient. And come across many a Dark Soul purely as a surprise. Yep, there we go. You completed your trials, brave warrior. Faced deadly dangers, crossed flesh-melting obstacles, come back from the brink of death and beyond. What shall be your reward? Should it be gold, jewels, fame? No, searing agony as we blaze this picture into the back of your flesh. With lasers! Some might say this is rather less of a prize and more of a cement mixing machine. What the hell? I think the sound's bugged. Yeah, the sound had bugged out there. What the hell? You're supposed to do the ho noise, but it didn't. Huh. Right. I'm gonna do a quick scout around, try and find the rest of the Dark Souls. If in doubt, go left. It's always been my motto. I didn't get where I got today by going right. Yes, I bugged up attempting to say that, so sue me. Hello? Ow! Ooh, bollocks! Hi ladies. How's it going? There's enough Michael to go around. There's no need to crowd. Eat it to the face, eat it to the face. This is probably the worst position to be doing this as well, because the shots are rebounding from the corner and hitting me anyway. Oh, suddenly only you. And then I went and ruined it all by doing something stupid like exploding you. Etc, etc, etc. Fun times. Is there an actual point to this room? Apparently the short and long answer is no. There's absolutely no point to this room, no hidden switches, no nothing. Mal colour me disappointed. Which is actually a shade of ochre. In case you were wondering. Doubt you were. Right. No, the entire obstacle is solid until it's locked in place. That's good old-fashioned gaming. Surprise! I've turned on the blood falls. Just need to remember where the crap that is now. It should be on the other side, I do believe. Double tap the switch. And it only activates once. Cheers to that. Cheers. Much appreciated. No, not really. Thank you for playing. Here's a wonderful parting gift. It's a sprig of spring onion right up your anus. Climb the blood falls. Because you know, why not? Worked out the delts. Always good. Always good. Obviously, Michael could do with you losing a bit of weight. And there's nothing here. Why is there nothing here? No, seriously, why is there nothing here? Oh, crap. No. I've gone to the wrong side of the pissing building, haven't I? And I can't warp out. Well, I've got to warp out now, haven't I? For fuck's sake. Just kill yourself, Michael. It's what you deserve at this point.